Arizona is one of the most talked about retirement states in the United States, and at first glance the attraction feels almost obvious. Sunshine dominates much of the year, the landscapes feel wide and open, property taxes are relatively low compared to many coastal states, and Social Security income is not taxed at the state level. For many people approaching retirement, that combination alone sounds like a strong argument. But what is rarely explained clearly is that retiring in Arizona is not a single lifestyle choice. It is a collection of very different experiences shaped almost entirely by geography, elevation, climate, and infrastructure. In Arizona, more than in most states, the exact place you choose determines whether retirement feels comfortable and sustainable or slowly becomes exhausting. Arizona is geographically deceptive. On a map, it looks straightforward, but in reality, it contains extreme contrasts. Elevation changes daily life in ways many retirees underestimate. Within a few hours of driving, temperatures can shift by 20 or even 30 degrees. Some communities experience snow-covered winters and cool summer nights, while others endure months of relentless desert heat that shapes how people live, sleep, and move. These differences are not small details. They affect how often you go outside, how much you spend on utilities, how active you remain, and how comfortable you feel as you age. That is why retiring successfully in Arizona requires understanding regions, not headlines. In the northern part of the state, retirement looks nothing like the desert stereotype most people imagine. High-elevation communities offer cooler summers, crisp air, and clearly defined seasons. The landscape is greener. Forests replace cacti, and daily life often revolves around outdoor activity. Retirees who choose these areas usually do so deliberately, often after years of dealing with extreme heat elsewhere. Life at higher elevation encourages movement. Walking, hiking, and spending time outdoors feel possible even in summer, and evenings cool naturally, which many retirees find improves sleep and overall comfort. Winters, however, bring snow, colder temperatures, and seasonal responsibilities. For some retirees, this feels familiar and comforting. For others, it becomes a reminder that Arizona is not universally warm or effortless. Housing in northern Arizona often surprises newcomers. Prices tend to be higher than expected, inventory can be limited, and demand remains steady. These areas attract retirees with strong financial foundations who are willing to trade affordability for climate and scenery. Healthcare access exists, but is less expansive than in major metropolitan areas, which becomes an important consideration as retirees think long-term rather than short-term. As elevation gradually decreases, Arizona transitions into regions that sit between mountain and desert living. These mid-elevation areas appeal to retirees seeking balance. Summers are warm but not as punishing, winters are mild, and the climate feels more forgiving overall. Retirement here often emphasizes simplicity rather than scale. Smaller towns in these regions tend to have tight-knit communities, fewer crowds, and less traffic. Many retirees appreciate the slower pace and the absence of constant development. Housing options are more diverse, with manufactured homes, mobile homes, and RV communities playing a larger role. This attracts snowbirds and retirees who prioritize cost control and flexibility over luxury. The trade-offs become apparent over time. Specialized healthcare services may require long drives, shopping options are limited, and cultural amenities are fewer. For retirees who enjoy self-sufficiency and planning ahead, these limitations feel manageable. For others, they slowly become sources of frustration. In Arizona, lifestyle effort often becomes clearer after extended time rather than a short visit. The experience changes dramatically when entering the Phoenix metropolitan area, which represents the most widely recognized version of Arizona's retirement. This region offers scale, infrastructure, and accessibility that smaller towns cannot match. Major hospitals, specialty healthcare providers, shopping centers, and entertainment venues are readily available. It is also where Arizona's retirement industry has been most intentionally designed. Daily life in the metro area is efficient. Medical appointments are easier to schedule, specialists are nearby, and errands rarely require long drives. Housing options range from modest, age-restricted communities to high-end developments built around leisure and recreation. Many retirees are drawn to the sense of predictability that comes with living in a large urban area. At the same time, the metro lifestyle is defined by heat. Summer temperatures dominate daily planning for several months each year. Outdoor activity becomes limited, and routines shift to early mornings and evenings. Air conditioning is not optional. It is essential to health and comfort. Utility costs rise, and extended heat exposure can affect energy levels, sleep quality, and overall well-being, particularly as retirees age. Within the metro area, different communities attract different retirement priorities. Some emphasize newer homes, visual polish, and modern planning. These neighborhoods feel clean and contemporary, but tend to be more expensive and are often still under development. Other areas are long established, built decades ago with retirees in mind. These neighborhoods often offer better affordability, strong retiree networks, and a sense of familiarity that many people find reassuring. For retirees focused on stretching savings while maintaining access to healthcare, these established communities often provide the best balance. They may lack prestige, but practicality becomes more important than image once retirement settles into routine. Scottsdale represents a different tier of retirement living. It offers a refined environment centered around dining, golf, arts, and leisure. For retirees with significant financial flexibility, Scottsdale can feel like living in a resort. The lifestyle is curated and polished. However, housing costs are high, daily expenses reflect the upscale nature of the area, and summer heat still shapes daily life despite slightly cooler temperatures. Southern Arizona introduces another retirement profile altogether. Retirement here tends to feel more grounded and less driven by rapid growth. Communities emphasize history, arts, and a sense of place. The pace is slower, and the environment feels less commercialized than in larger metropolitan regions. Mountain ranges surrounding these areas provide natural relief from heat and create scenic escapes that retirees often use regularly. Cultural events, local art, and community gatherings play a larger role in daily life. Housing is generally more affordable, and retirement communities emphasize connection rather than luxury. For retirees who value culture, scenery, and affordability over scale and convenience, this region offers a compelling alternative. The limitations are important to acknowledge. Some healthcare specialties may require travel, nightlife is quieter, and entertainment options are fewer. For many retirees, those trade-offs feel acceptable when balanced against lower costs and a calmer environment. Along Arizona's western edge near the Colorado River, retirement takes on a strongly seasonal rhythm. Communities in this region attract retirees who prioritize sunshine, water recreation, and mobility. Recreational vehicle living is common, and populations swell during winter months before shrinking dramatically in summer. For snowbirds, this lifestyle works well. For full-time residents, extreme heat becomes a defining challenge. Life in river communities requires adaptability. Distances between services can be significant, healthcare access may be limited, and summer temperatures are among the highest in the state. Yet for retirees who value independence, flexibility, and outdoor recreation, these areas offer a lifestyle that structured retirement communities cannot replicate. One of Arizona's most distinctive retirement features is its master-planned, age-restricted communities. These developments were designed to remove friction from daily life. Recreation centers, organized activities, and built-in social networks form the foundation of daily living. Housing options span a wide range of prices, allowing retirees with different financial situations to participate. For many retirees, these communities provide structure, predictability, and easy social engagement. At the same time, they can feel restrictive to those who prefer mixed-age neighborhoods or fewer rules. Homeowner association fees, regulations, and long-term costs must be evaluated carefully, especially for retirees planning decades ahead rather than a few years. Across every region of Arizona, two factors consistently determine whether retirement remains comfortable over time: climate tolerance and healthcare access. Winter weather draws retirees from colder states year after year, but summer heat quietly tests endurance. Healthcare availability varies widely, making proximity to medical services increasingly important as retirees age. Arizona can be an exceptional place to retire when expectations align with reality. The most common mistake retirees make is choosing Arizona based on popularity rather than compatibility. Elevation, temperature, access to care, housing costs, and daily livability all matter here more than in many other states. The real decision is not whether Arizona is a good retirement state. The real decision is where in Arizona your retirement remains comfortable, affordable, and sustainable year after year, not just during the honeymoon phase, but over the long term when routine matters more than scenery.